Assalamualaikum semua, nama saya Dr. Syekh and welcome to My Way of Parenting. Tajuk pada hari ini kita akan bincangkan ialah Knowing Your Child, mengenali anak anda. Persoalannya, adakah kita benar-benar mengenali anak kita? Do we really know our child? That is the question. I will discuss after this. As we all know, every child is different. Some are extrovert, some are introvert, some are independent, some are very positive, some are very quiet, some are very bossy in fact. The child gets some 50% from the mother, some 50% from the father, and sometimes you don't even know where they get it from. Children are such a miracle and such a mystery, and there's so many ways we need to find out about our child. So the question is, how much do we know of our child? It's important to know our child because it helps us to understand better. It helps us to have a different approach when we do parenting on them. That's the reason why every child have a different personality behavior which we have to approach. For example, I have Bella, Tasha, Adam and Noah. Bella ni berbeza. Dia lebih fokus, dia lebih mudah menerima sesuatu informasi, dia lebih rajin. Seolah-olah satu nature untuk dia untuk melakukan sesuatu yang disuruh sepanjang masa. Tapi Tasha is more a very challenging raising Tasha. She's very hyperactive. She cannot sit for too long. Her sense of focus is very short. So I need to have a different approach when I manage Tasha. For Adam and Noah, they are quite easy actually because they are twins and they always do things together. Bila seorang nak buat ni, seorang lagi akan ikut. Bila seorang nak buat benda yang lain, seorang lagi akan ikut. Jadi mudah untuk kita parenting the twins actually. But the question is, how do we get to know our child? Normally the mother are able to know what's best for the child. As they say, mothers knows best. Si ayah ni, daddy ni, they are more into work, so they don't really know much about the child because most of the time they spend their time at work. So for a father to know really well about their child, they have to start from the very beginning. Maknanya masa lahirnya, they need to spend a lot of time with their newborn. Mandikan, tidurkan, salinkan lampin, nyanyikan pada mereka, selalu dakap kepada badan. Just like how mothers do, the dad has to do the same thing to get that strong bond, and then they understand how their child really is. Saya tahu setiap tangisan anak-anak saya masa baby lagi. Setiap tangisan itu adalah berbeza. Every cry is different. Their cries for hunger, wanting milk, their cries for wanting to change diapers or napkin, their cries when they are bored. There's even cries when they just feel want to be hugged. So you must be able to determine the type of cries of a baby in order for you to know what's going on with that child. So it helps, it really helps if you know and very close to your child. I believe parents determine the behavior of the child. A child loves to imitate the parents. Apa-apa yang ibu bapa buat, anak-anak akan ikut. Contohnya kalau anak-anak tantrum di luar, it's because the parents always give in to the child. A child doesn't want to go to school, it's because the parents doesn't expose them from a very young age. A child who wakes up very late, it's because we don't instill discipline in them. So there are many things that I always blame it on the parents. Saya selalu salahkan ibu bapa ya apabila seseorang anak itu melakukan suatu behavior yang abnormal ya. Tapi persoalannya apabila anak-anak itu sudah pergi ke sekolah dan mempelajari all the negative daripada luar ataupun daripada kawan-kawan mereka, that will be a very bit tricky. Jadi kita kena tangani masalah ni dalam peringkat awal lagi. Contohnya kita kena tahu siapakah kawan-kawan mereka, anak-anak ini bergaul dengan siapa, dan kita juga harus interview dan tanya guru-guru bagaimana pelajaran mereka, bagaimana sosial mereka dan sebagainya, so that we can overcome this problem from a very young stage. So knowing your child is a very important element on good parenting. There's no shortcut about it. You just have to start from the basic. In other words, you need to spend as much time as possibly could with your child, especially during newborn. Daripada lahir lagi, cuba spend as much time as you could with them. Be with them, understand them, know them, so that it's easy for you to parent them in a very positive way. I do know all my children. I do know how Bella and Tasha are going to react if I do something to them. That's the reason why it's very important for you to change your approach, because every child is different. Okey, saya ada soalan di sini ada bertanyakan soalan. Doktor, anak saya perempuan 2 tahun sering mengeluarkan tantrum, baling buku, hentak kaki, menjerit. Apakah cara terbaik untuk menanganinya? Okey, untuk anak-anak 2 hingga 3 tahun, it's a bit tricky. Some call it a terrible 2, which I totally do not believe that. When you are at that age, your emotions have developed, but they are not able to communicate and tell parents what it is all about. So it can be very frustrating for both as parents and the child. So what I usually do, I usually kneel down, look them straight to the eyes, and assure them, talk to them, ending up with hugs and kisses. Peluk doang kuat-kuat, tell them it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. It's going to take time, but things will get better. So itu saja. I do hope that if you have any more questions, do send it to me. I will see you next time. Bye.